I've reached the coordinates. The series of caves we detected should be right under me. My equipment's ready. Preparing to dive.
Layla, you have no idea what's down there. There could be sharks.
I prefer that to Templars.
We'll keep an eye out for Abstergo. Good luck, Layla.
Thanks. I'm heading down now. There has to be a way in. I'll find it. There! That must be the way in. Are you all still reading me? It's awfully quiet on comms.
We hear you, Layla.
Thanks. It's just so silent down here.
You're not alone, Layla. We're monitoring your progress. You're doing fine.
Yeah, we're here if you need us.
Said that's us sitting at the desk.
Well, I don't have to be on a boat to be useful. I have loads of information on ancient Greece. Did you know that at Zakros, the Minoans built a graveyard so huge it was known as the Ravine of the Dead?
Can we please not talk about death?
Elena, promise me that if I die down here, you'll rename this place the Caves of the Dead.
I'm on it.
People!
I'm gonna miss the London loft. I really like the view.
Miss it? Why can't you go back?
Didn't you read Kyoshi's report? Abstergo's already swept through it. It's compromised.
No, I've been busy researching Theta. Kiyoshi, are you alright?
Of course. After clearing out the last of her gear, I observed the infiltration from a distance.
Did they pick up the present I left?
Yes, they found the USB key you dropped on another desk. Nice day.
No one at Abstergo would be stupid enough to stick that in a computer.
They don't have to. It's a shell holding one of my special RFID transmitters. Get it anywhere near a workstation, like, say, in the head of security's office, and boom!
Impressive.
All in a day's hack. Wow! It's more elaborate than I could have imagined. How did they build all this? What I want to pay for an Isu toolbox. This is different from Egypt. Some aesthetic elements in common, but... I should get out of this diving suit before I start exploring. It's real. I made it. Layla to Altair 2? I'm in. Do you have visuals?
Yes! By the gods, Layla, it's Atlantis!
How are you feeling? Any nausea from the pressure change?
No, I'm fine. These rooms are... amazing. Think, Layla, think. There must be a way. Something has to power up this place. I'm re-entering the Animus. I need Cassandra to show me how she got farther inside.
the cloud with its shadow is...
I know there's not much time, but I need answers.
I imagine you have many questions.
I want to know more about Atlantis and your work.
There isn't enough time for me to explain even a fraction of what I have learned here. All I can offer for now is a hint of enlightenment.
You call it Atlantis, but what exactly is this place?
I believe it was a city long ago. A place where beings of great knowledge and power lived before humankind had built even its first primitive settlements. It was perhaps some kind of library where the Ancient Ones stored information.
Oh, this place is like a tomb. How did you live down here, and for so long?
This artifact, like your spear, possesses incredible power. It has given me life, so that I may continue to learn from this place.
What have you been studying here?
Everything. The first civilization's history, their culture, their science. With it, we can change humanity's destiny and usher in an age of enlightenment.
Destiny is something only the gods can alter.
They were gods, living, breathing gods.
I've heard enough. What do I do with the artifacts?
Just place them in their corresponding steles, and the path to answers will illuminate.
I have questions about my family.
The sentimental and emotional connections formed between people have always irked me. I knew Myrini would fail to stay detached.
If you've been here all these years, how did you meet my mother?
We're both descendants of the people who built this place, just like you. We knew that we had an obligation to preserve our lineage.
That's when you agreed to make me.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Why did you come here and leave my mother and me in Sparta?
I was never going to erase you. Our duty was to continue our ancient bloodline and ensure there was someone strong enough to do what was necessary when the time came.
You could have brought us here with you.
And you would have been unprepared.
Why is the cult hunting our family?
It is our family's destiny to control the power in this place. In our blood lies the key to unlocking the secrets of Atlantis.
So they want our blood?
You have a destiny, my child, to destroy the cult and their influence on the Greek world. You threaten everything they have striven for, because you have the power to oppose them.
They've tried to destroy me and failed, and they'll never control me. That's all I wanted to know. I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer we wait, the greater the risk of Atlantis being discovered. Silence is preferable to empty words.
We've been waiting for you!
Prepare to dock! More oars! Increase speed!
Seems strangely exciting, Narutoshaye.
One of the most ancient regions of the world.
Attack!
Out of sight, out of mind!
Get the orb out! Make ready for mooring!
There's much to do, and many unknowns.
Rafka. Best keep an eye on my drachmi.
Warrior! Welcome to Pefka, home of the Minotaur, and our world-famous Minotaur tunics! Tunics! Minotaur tunics! One size fits all.
I don't see how one size can fit everyone.
My name's Arsenios. If you want to know how to defeat the Minotaur and become the Greek world's most famous warrior, then this is the tour for you.
I'm not here for distractions. I'm here for glory.
Many come here seeking glory, but few ever seem to leave with it.
And that concludes our tour today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tip your tour guide.
At night, if you listen closely, you can hear the faint sounds of the Minotaur snarling.
Let's go. They sure like the Minotaur here.
Who among you is a... A mighty specimen approaches. Are you ready for honor? For glory? For certain death?
I'm ready for 2/3 of that.
Then you seek combat with... the Minotaur!
I can't see any labyrinths or golden balls of string. But if there's a Minotaur to be fought, I'm listening.
Then listen well, my observant friend. If you slay the Minotaur, you will be Theseus reborn! And you'll get to take home the prize of Pefka!
Your Minotaur must die.
Sounds like we have another contender! It's time for the trials of the Minotaur! Pre-trials.
Did you just say Minotaur pre-trials?
To face the Minotaur, you must first prove yourself worthy by completing 3 heroic trials. We can't let people fresh off the Teremis casually stroll to their deaths. Pefka policy.
What do these pre-trials require me to do, exactly?
There's the Trial of Strength, where you fight the greatest warrior in all of Crete. The Trial of Accuracy, which only a keen eye can overcome. And the Trial of Endurance, where you must brave the water.
One of your trials is swimming? That's... This is a scheme to fleece me.
Mystios! That's... How could you even think such a thing? You're a terrible person.
What exactly is the prize of Pefka?
Why, it's limitless riches, of course. Warriors defeated by the Minotaur no longer need their drachmi. So we collect their coins into a grand prize that only a champion who kills the beast may claim.
Your grand prize is drachmi looted from the dead?
Mystios, please believe me. Many of the coins go straight to the Lato School for children whose parents were tragically killed by the Minotaur.
I see. I'll do your trials.
Pre-trials.
I'll do your pre-trials. But then the Minotaur's head is mine.
Fantastic! Don't forget to collect tokens of success from the trial masters to prove your victories.
Ugh, another some people here to save us all from Pefka's long queues and overpriced Minotaur merchandise.
May I introduce my wife, Cory? A rare beauty and so loud in front of my new friend.
Please, Leandros, there are more important things than glory.
Not everyone with a sword seeks glory. Family comes before all else.
Exactly, Mystios. That's what I keep telling this cowardly slime in the shape of my husband.
Hey!
It's our daughter.
Your daughter?
Amara. She ran off days ago.
I'm sure she's just fine. Don't worry about Amara. Not when there's a Minotaur to slay. Grrr! Slash! Slash! Big fight! Lots of blood! Think of the fame, Mystios. Think of winning the prize of Pefka! Please, trust me, champion. Nothing is what it seems in Bethka. Solving one problem may just solve all the others. Go, my legendary friend. The pre-trials of the Minotaur await. Who among you is frail or weak? Who among you is strong? Then I say, prove yourselves. Come face to face with he of the blood of who? You know his name. You know his role.
How may I help you? If I can help you again, let me... Let me know what you need. Come back anytime.
No legendary warriors, legendary heroes, or legitimate gods, semi or otherwise, are eligible to fight the Minotaur. And no bullshit. You'll all get the chance to discover.
Put down your spear.
The pain, the incredible pain. Here, poorly muscled challenger. You are here to have your feeble frame crushed in my pre-trial of strength, yes?
My feeble frame might be harder to crush than you think.
So brave, pretending you have a chance against a warrior as strong and handsome as me. We may fight for my token, yes, but maybe you would prefer to remain uncrushed and buy my token instead, yes?
No, we fight.
Are you sure you would not prefer to spend your shiny drachmi?
We fight.
Then let the crushing begin. You should have bought my token, yes? Very good price. Now you must pay a new price. Death! I will use your bones to pick your other bones from my teeth.
Oh, my Zeus, my leg. Only I had the right to fight. I should have paid. Die!
This isn't what winning feels like! Cross, cross, cross! What am I feeling? What is this?
The shame of defeat.
This is defeat? Winning is better, yes. The token of strength is yours. Have a wonderful day and please don't hit me again.
I need all of the trial tokens.
By the gods, the mist was actually lifting. Do we still get actually starting to crowd?
Oh, my Zeus, my legs. If only I hadn't tried to fight the trial master. I should have paid him. I should have paid him.
I said stand back! I'll jump! I mean it! Clear a space! Because I'm jumping! I don't want anyone to get hurt from my jump! Which I'm about to do! Right now! Right now! Back! Stay back! I'll jump!
You don't have to do this. There's always something to live for.
No, not for me. I've got nothing. I am nothing. This isn't even armor. It's my mother's third favorite serving tray. I'm a failure. A failure!
You look like a warrior to me. Even warriors feel fear. There's no shame in it. Fear helps us survive. It's temporary, but honor is not. You'll find no honor jumping off this building. Only death. Talk to me.
Honor. Yes. My village. We're poor. We get little trade, fewer visitors. We're dying. I was chosen to kill the Minotaur, hoping it would make us famous, put us on the map, save us maybe. But look at me. I'm no Minotaur slayer. I got robbed by a tiny tour guide my first day here.
Minotaur slaying isn't for everyone. Even if you go home without the beast's head, there will be another way to save your village.
Yes, you're right. All I have to do is lie to everyone.
Do not put words in my mouth.
Why not? They're good words. My people are kind and loving and somewhat dim.
Really? Hard to believe.
I just have to make them think I've killed the Minotaur. Our village will become a shrine to me, the new Theseus, Maurice the Magnificent, slayer of the Minotaur. We would prosper again.
Sounds like a dream.
A dream where people care about my village, trade with it. That's a dream worth having. I'll need to look convincing, like a regal, conquering Minotaur-killing hero. Best steal the Pefka leader's shiniest armor. Oh, and I'll need a weapon. Something I can say I pried from the Minotaur's cold dead hands. Cold dead hoofs?
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Good, 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 good. Is there anything else I can tell you?
An axe that looks like you've looted it from the corpse of a Minotaur. Is there a merchant for that in Pefka?
When I first arrived, I heard rumors of a legendary axe being kept in Fort Lato. That's where you'll find what I need.
What's so special about this axe?
They say Theseus touched it. Twice.
I'm sure Theseus handled many axes in his time.
Well, yes. But he touched this one twice. Now that's the sort of axe you'd expect a Minotaur to wield.
I've heard enough. I'll find you an axe and armor worthy of a true Minotaur slayer. Just don't Jump.
I wouldn't think of it. Like I said, maybe for
It's been hours. Where are they? What trouble have they gotten into now? Their mother's going to feed me to that damned Minotaur.
This must be the pre-trial of accuracy.
Hmm? Oh, yes. This is the pre-trial of accurately finding my Malaka's sons.
Your sons? This doesn't sound like a trial.
Have you tried raising sons? It's perhaps the greatest trial of all. Only by completing the world-famous and totally legitimate pre-trial of accurately finding my sons can you proceed and face the Minotaur.
So, if I find your sons and make sure they're safe, you'll give me your trial token?
You'll get my token and my eternal gratitude.
I'll find your sons. Pull them out of whatever trouble they've stumbled into.
They usually hide in the fields behind me. May I suggest you prepare yourself mentally and physically. This will be your greatest trial yet, brave warrior.
You said your sons are likely in the field, but I'll need more to go on.
They climb on everything. Buildings, towers, the crops, all the crops. They're exactly as tall as my sons, creating the perfect place for them to hide. They never listen when I call for them.
They'll listen to me. If you need me to find your sons, I'll need to know more about them.
They're little sheets. Wondrous, beautiful, but sheets all the same. They won't listen to me, but perhaps they'll listen to you.
Don't worry. I'll make sure your sons come home safe.
You must find all three of them. And hurry. There's only so long my wife will believe they're off praying at the temple.
I see him.
You'll never
Go home to your father and do as he says, or I'll tell the Minotaur where you live.
But... I hate you, Mistios! You don't look like a Mistios.
There he is. You're safe. Go home. And listen to your pater when he calls for you.
Yes, miss. Sorry, miss.
I still need... What were you doing up there, anyway?
Spitting on things.
Ah. Don't. Found him.
not trapped. You can go away now. I'm not even in here. Everything you broke was really expensive. So my pater will probably kill you.
I'm sure. Home. Now.
When's Mater home? She lets me play in vases. When's Mater home? She lets me play in vases.
My sons! You brought them home!
You were right. They are little shits.
I can't believe they listened to you. Consider the trial of accurately finding my sons complete!
Of all my victories, this is the one I'll be most remembered for. I need all of the trial tokens.
Don't take another step!
You can't run! You are no match for me.
This is the armor Maurice described. It is shiny.
I warn you, pay to pass this trial, potential champion. The trial of endurance has seen more deaths than all the other trials combined.
Were the others drunk when they jumped?
Actually, yes. Very unprofessional of them. Should you survive the champion's dive, you'll need to retrieve my trial token from a chest in the darkest depths of the water below.
Your token will be mine.
No, please, I urge you. Pay me for my token. The watery dangers you must otherwise face to retrieve it are too great.
You won't get one drachmi from me. I'll do the trial.
If an excruciating underwater death is what you desire, who am I to stop you? Remember, you'll find my token in a chest at the bottom of the lake. I'll be waiting for you at the water's edge in the extremely unlikely event you survive.
How exactly does going for a swim test my ability to slay the Minotaur?
Minotaurs work in mysterious ways.
Seems like a lot of hassle for a token. Looks like I'll have to get wet. That's what I'm looking for. Three tokens. Better meet Leandros at the Warrior's Rest.
Don't lose your token, champion. But if you do, I can give you a fantastic deal on a replacement.
That must be the man mentioned in the letter about the arena fighting. Meon. I have your Malakes tokens. No more games, no more schemes to rob me of my drachmi. It's time to slay a Minotaur!
Absolutely, Mistios. No problem. But first, perhaps you'd like to buy back your exquisite, finely crafted trial tokens? This offer will expire in,
By the gods!
They, make for fantastic gifts. My friend, the tokens are not to be taken lightly. No, that's not enough at all.
Fine. Keep your Malakes tokens then.
Then all that's left is facing our star attraction himself, the Minotaur! Are you ready to meet your doom?
If your pre-trials are anything to go by, yes. Yes, I am.
Well, good. Great. I want you to fight the Minotaur. You'll find the beast in the depths of the Cave of the Brave, on the Vithki Plateau. 2 other warriors have just completed their pre-trials. You can speak to them for more information. They'll join you when you're ready to, you know, die horrifically.
You've come all this way. Join us.
No. I have a very important pottery lesson to attend. So...
And you must be... the warriors.
Look, brother! The final member of our Minotaur hunting party has arrived! When the beast sees our assembled might, he will moo miserably in fear. Do Minotaurs moo, or...?
If it's all right with both of you, I'd like to strike the killing blow. Or can we at least say I struck the killing blow? I'm willing to haggle down to play the key role in distracting the Minotaur while allowing the killing blow to be struck.
The Minotaur is a mythical creature. Only someone just as mythical could slay it.
You're talking about me, right?
The only myths about you, little brother, are the ones Pater paid to keep quiet.
This can only end well.
Are you ready to ride?
Let's slay a Minotaur.
Leandro says it lives in the Cave of the Brave, on the Vithki Plateau. I say, let the Minotaur tournament begin! If the Minotaur eats humans and lives right next to the population of Petra, how are they all still alive?
Yes, perhaps the diet of Befgans disagrees with you.
Good thinking, brother. Let us dip our blades in rich oils and onions to gain an edge in combat.
Whatever lives down here must be a monster.
I am the Minotaur.
What?
Drop all your valuables and flee in terror. Mortal, leave me your drachme, and you shall be spared. Otherwise, death by hoof awaits you. Fear my move. Fear it?
Malaka. I'm going to start stabbing until someone tells me what's going on.
said grrr. Oh, fuck it. Hi.
There's no need for more blood. Just keep your horns away from me and tell me what's going on here. You can take off that mask. Leandros?
I told you nothing is what it seems in Pefka. I'm happy to refund any expenses incurred. Please, it's my daughter, Amara. Masked men are holding her captive deep in the canyons of Dixie Plateau.
Masked men? What kind of masks?
White like marble, bleeding from their eyes. Horrific!
The cult.
They control everything in Pefka. Lured champions from all over with the promise of Minotaur slaying glory, only to swindle and ambush them down here in the dark. Honorless. If I don't do as they say, Amara dies. If I take off my mask, or tell my wife, or ask for help, she dies.
Tell me about your daughter.
Amara. The sound of her laughter is sunlight on my skin. She is joy, Mistios. One night, the masked men took that joy from me. They needed my silver tongue to lure wealthy warriors to their trials. In Amara, they found all they needed to control me.
You said the cult, the masked men, have your daughter in the canyons of Dixie Plateau? There are a lot of canyons.
But only one holds Amara. There is a place called Zakros, an ancient ruin, and the bastion of the masked men's power. I go there every night, hoping to catch a glimpse of her. But I never have. I fear they keep her underground, where she'll never see the sun.
How many men have you sent to their deaths with a speech and a smile?
Thousands. More. But their lives will never outweigh my Amara. She's all I have. But now I have you, don't I? You can free her from those Malakas masked men.
Tell me, whose face would Amara wish to see rescue her? Mine? Or her father's? Be brave, Leandros.
Bravery, yes. You're right, Mistios. No matter what, I must be there for my Amara. Please, will you join me?
We will save your daughter. Together.
Thank you, Mistios. Meet me outside the ruins of Zakros on Vitki Plateau. That's where my daughter is, and where I must be. These masked men, they're organized and unafraid. Their greatest weapon is no blade, it's our greed. Merchant. Every man in his slain earned enough drachma out of this charade to make Midas blush. The myth of the Minotaur makes us all rich. And we turn a blind eye to the cost. Gah! Why is this suit chafing? I used a whole bottle of olive oil. Hard to breathe. Costume is magnificent. By Zeus, this fair doesn't breathe at all. You are the Minotaur. You are the Minotaur. You are the Minotaur. You are the Minotaur. No, the last one was better. I'm coming, Amara. Don't be afraid. And don't you be afraid, Leandros. She needs you. over here. It's me, Leandros. The friendly Minotaur in the bushes. You came. I was sure I'd fight alone.
I'll stand with you, Leandros. No matter what happens today, Amara will be proud of her father. I see you're still a Minotaur.
I faced many of the Greek world's deadliest warriors in this mask. Granted, I was just there to distract those warriors with my roars and threatening gestures, so they could be ambushed and stabbed from behind. But wearing it makes me feel brave.
And you look it. It would be an honor to fight alongside the mythical Minotaur.
Yes, yes! Moo!
Don't do that.
They must be keeping her underground. With hooves and heroics. We shall save her. But Zakros is well defended. How should we proceed?
Quietly. I'll try to sneak in. Stay back here until it's safe.
I can be stealthy.
You have horns.
Go. I'll do my best to distract the guards. Where is your honor, you masked Malakas? The Minotaur calls you. Come and face me. Show me your bravery.
No, please. I've been quiet. I haven't cried. I
Didn't do anything.
hurt me.
Let me go.
Please, find my father.
Please.
Find Leandros.
Thank you.
Please.
Take cover. I'll find you when I know it's safe.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're just going to...
Your form is terrible.
You saved me.
Well,
Is that the Minotaur?
yes, that absolutely is the real, authentic Minotaur.
It's all right now, Amara. No one will ever hurt you again. Not while I, the mighty Minotaur, am here to protect you.
Pater? You think I don't know your voice?
Hi, honey.
I think you make a handsome Minotaur.
I know, darling. I know.
I waited and waited and... You weren't going to leave me here, were you? You were just working on your plan to save me, right, Pater?
Of course. I was always coming for you. I just... needed to find something first.
The people who took you, if there's anything you overheard, anything that could help me stop them.
While I pretended to sleep, their leader spoke of a meeting place in Kidonia. I wrote down all the masked men's whisperings. Hopefully something in here will be useful to you.
My friend, we're heading to my wife. She keeps a vigil for Amara at the Warrior's Rest. Come with us. See the gift you gave. Our family, together.
After you.
Amara! Amara! You're alive!
Mater!
My family. You did this?
Thank Leandros. When the time came for action, he charged. Despite being outskilled and out-costumed, he fought courageously. Your husband is no coward.
Perhaps there are some heroes here.
No one's ever won the prize of Pefka. Everyone who's died facing the Minotaur has had their drachmi go in the vault, growing year by year. And now, a tiny but well-earned portion of it is yours.
Thank you for a tiny portion.
Of course. Less taxes, reasonable operational expenses, and I'll make sure all of it reaches your boat, Mistios. You've earned it. Oh, and... This is for you. A coward doesn't deserve to be the Minotaur. You do.
Quite the compliment.
Pefka is no longer safe for us. Freeing Amara will bring repercussions from people who are not known to be forgiving. But we're alive, and whatever future we have it only because of you.
Be safe.
Only the best warriors rest here. Heroes.
They aren't many.
But they're heroes of the arena. those who earned an honorable death. The others are buried in unmarked holes far from here. Nobody remembers them. When your time comes, do you think you'll be worthy of the title hero, Misthios?
I'd be more than worthy to rest here, if someone proved strong enough to kill me.
I've heard tales of you and your exploits, Misthios. Impressive, if they're true.
Depends on what you've heard.
I've heard a lot. A warrior adventuring across the land. Sometimes they're half beast, or half god, but always an eagle bear. Tell me, is any of it true?
They're all true. And there's more you don't know about.
Good answer. I don't care if the stories are true. I can see you have it in you. A capacity for greatness. The potential to be a real hero. I am Mayon.
Cassandra.
If you want to truly live Cassandra, to become a hero of the arena, and to win riches beyond your wildest dreams, you'll need to fight in my arena.
Sounds interesting.
Good. Take my boat and head up the Pefka coast towards the shipwreck and into the mouth of the valley. There, you'll find the entrance to my arena, and Skura, who handles my fighters. If he sees what I see in you, I think he'll have much to be excited about.
us. What's that large landmass up ahead?
It's Crete, land of mysteries and heroes. The Zeus and the Minotaur. You know the story?
Parts of it. The Zeus was an Athenian hero. Wasn't... popular tale in Sparta.
Ah, it's an epic story! The Zeus venture into the labyrinth to slay the Minotaur. An unsurmountable task. Yet he triumphed and saved the people of Minos. They are coming right at us! We need to move before they hit us! Don't think they can pull the oars any faster! Or reload it! need to be careful in these waters, Commander. Sure we should sail this way, Commander? I wish I had your confidence. Attention! Commander leaving the helm!
Lamb, you made it. I trust the seas were favorable?
Poseidon might be the only one not trying to kill me.
And did you go to Thera? Did you find him?
I did.
What did he tell you?
He told me a lot of things. Icarus was once his, the doors to Atlantis need to be sealed, and something about mind-controlling artifacts. I think I left with more questions than answers.
Yes. He tends to have that effect on people.
when you and he... Well, did you know he was over 100 years old?
He looked young for his age. I never imagined we'd stand on Spartan soil together again.
I don't know how to feel. I spent some of the happiest days of my life here. And some of the worst, too.
Sparta is our home. But we'll have to rid ourselves of the Puppet King if we are ever to find peace.
Whatever happened to our old house?
Nikolaos stayed after I left, but now that he's gone, I don't know.
Why don't we go find out?
Of course. But first, there's something I want to show you.
Αποκτήνεις Αντίνα.
Αποκτήνεις Αντίνα.
Αντιχωρεστή. Τρέχουν προτούματα.
The closer we get to Sparta, the more memories keep flooding in.
No matter how far I ran, I never could escape them.
I know. On Naxos I could forget. It was as if I had lost Sparta in a box.
Did you put your memories of us in that box?
I wanted to. But it would have taken all the wood in the land to build one big enough. This is where I first trained you to use your spear.
Hesitation only hastens the grave.
You remembered.
How do you think I got this far?
We had to pry that spear from your hand while you slept. You said you needed it to fight the monsters in your dreams.
I couldn't face Cerberus empty-handed. Those children will be ripped to shreds. We should help them.
Cassandra, wait! You mustn't interfere. This is Spartan training territory.
I hope you're right. For their sake.
The agoge is what turns boys into men. Interfering would only weaken them, weaken Sparta.
They're no good to Sparta if we leave them to die.
And they're no good to Sparta if they're too weak to kill a wolf. Come. Let's go home.
training is ruthless.
Not ruthless. Effective. The best of those boys will become Cryptia, keepers of the peace and stalkers in the night.
Stalkers in the night?
There's a reason Sparta never changes. It has rules, and they are strict. Spartans rule Laconia, but most of its citizens are ilotas, enslaved peasants made to work the fields and mines.
Slaves? Why don't they revolt?
Spartan fields keep them fed, and Spartan warriors keep them safe. First from the Persians, and now from the Athenians. To get their place, the Cryptia are ordered to keep the peace.
I see.
Most of us make great sacrifices for country.
Most. Not all.
Εργάζεστε! Και κρέξα! Ανταγωνιστή!
The first and last place I ever felt safe.
As soon as you were old enough to hold a spear, you trained in this yard from morning till night.
Nikolaos was a tough teacher to please.
He hid his pride from you. But every night he would tell me, she's going to bring glory to Sparta.
As much as I hate him for what he did, I wouldn't be who I am today without his training.
My heart broke that day. But for the first time in ages, standing here with you, I truly believe it can mend again.
Me too.
Do you remember the first time you held your brother?
I was scared I'd break him. I piled every blanket and pillow we had around me.
Even then, you held him so tight, I thought you would squeeze the life out of him.
He turned out stronger than we thought.
The gods must be playing tricks on my eyes.
Good to see you, Brasidas. It's been a long time since I rescued you from the warehouse fire in Corinth.
That's not how I remember it.
You look well, Brasidas.
The rumors were true. You're alive!
Many we thought to be dead are still breathing.
When I heard the two of you came home...
We're in Sparta, but we're not home yet.
We want our house back, Brasidas.
Sparta claimed your estate after Nikolaos' disappearance. They're waiting for his adopted son to claim it. But he hasn't returned from the war.
Stentor? I knew I should have killed him on the beach. What do we have to do to get it back?
You'll need to negotiate your Spartan citizenship with the kings. It won't be easy.
Why not?
As happy as I am to see you, the kings won't be. Especially Archidamos. Your exit from Sparta wasn't exactly... graceful.
He can't still be mad I broke his nose.
You what?
In any case, he hasn't forgotten. But I have an idea that might help him forgive.
Tell us.
Spartan soldiers have been giving weapons to the Ilotes. Whoever takes care of these traitors will earn his thanks.
So, to get our house back, I must take out the Spartan commander responsible for inciting a useless rebellion. Sounds easy enough.
Find me in the throne room when it's done.
And where will you be?
This is where I raised you. It's also where Leonidas raised me. I'm going to visit his tomb just beyond the estate. You should pay your respects too before you get started.
I'll try.
σον αρκαθεύδο.
Entrades men rum. Τι βουλιάρχεστε ο άνθρωπε?